Hi everyone, my name is Gina Gonzalez from Cooking for Health. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm getting hungry, so it's time to make me some breakfast here. So I'm going to put my hair up and wash my hands, and we're going to make our breakfast skillet. Now, I know it's on the recipe website, and I know that we've probably done it at some cooking clubs, but everybody's always loved it, and it's super simple for me, and it's very minimal use on a lot of foods, and right now we're trying to maintain our intake so that we don't have to go to the store. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to get started here. So it's early morning, so right now we have the sun coming through the window, so I hope it doesn't blind you too much. All right, so let's see. I have my handy dandy Saladmaster machine. We're going to be using our small skillet. And again, we're doing the breakfast skillet. All right, so let's start with first of all, we're going to go ahead and start preheating our pan. So anytime that we're going to be frying, we're going to go ahead and preheat. So I'm going to be frying up some sausage here. So I have some Jimmy Dean spicy sausage. Didn't say it was the healthiest thing to eat, but it's definitely an easy thing to make. Sausage stays good in the fridge for a long time, so if we're trying to avoid going out and going to the stores, it's a really good time to be able to make something that conserves, right? Preserves. All right, so I'm just going to do probably like about the size of a sausage patty because it's just me today. My husband's at work. I wish I could be working, but at least I get to practice, right? So I'm going to practice today. You guys are going to watch me practice today. Great thing about being a Saladmaster owner and joining the business is you can practice, and the food that you're cooking is your practice, right? So we all could use a good tax write-off, which is definitely one of the benefits of being a Saladmaster owner. I know for me, when I first got started, I was an office manager for about 16 years, and it was a very stressful job. I'm surprised I didn't have ulcers and stuff, even though my hair was falling out. All right, so we're just going to get this browning up while we cut up our vegetables. Anyway, so I know at that time I was making probably about $100,000 a year, so I had tons of taxes. The good thing then was I had a couple kids, so I was able to write off my children, my mortgage, things like that. But now that I'm an empty nester, not having any tax write-offs would absolutely take away a lot of the value of working, right? So I have been able to have a lot of tax write-offs using Saladmaster. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I have some red potatoes and some bell pepper here. We're going to get those going. I just got them all washed up here. Where's my handy dandy bowl? Just trying to keep a bowl handy. All right, and the potatoes are going to take a little longer to cook, so we're going to go ahead and cut those up and get those cooking first on top of our sausage. So I like my bell peppers grilled really well. I've always been a fajita person, so I am going to go ahead and get those going too. So we're going to get our potatoes going. I'm going to cut up some bell pepper. And I'm going to do that on just a little bit bigger cone. Now the bell peppers are kind of funny. They kind of smush and move around when you're cutting them. So you want to use one of the cones that cuts a little bit bigger, maybe the French fryer cone or the stringer cone. Since I have the small bells, I'm going to go ahead and do my stringer cone. Thing is we love the food that we're eating, so even if it's big chunks are falling in there, if it's not all perfect sizes, I'm totally okay with that because I love bell peppers. And so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to get these in here with my sausage because I like my bell peppers really grilled. So we're going to go ahead and not just cook, I want them a little bit grilled. So I'm going to move our sausage around a little bit. We want to make sure that we're using a medium flame. Get that into wash that off really quick. A lot of people believe in the 5-second rule. No, not so much me. All right, so we get that washed off. Make sure, if I had my handle on, it would have been a lot easier. So, okay, there we go. See, now I can hold on. our sausage is starting to brown up here. I'm using our Saladmaster turner, which helps us scrape things off the bottom if we get them going too brown, or it makes it really easy to move things around. All right, so now I got my bell pepper in there, and my stove is super hot. I had the same stove for about 15, 20 years, and I was very used to it, and then it kind of went out on me, so I had to get a new stove. So I'm learning my new highs and mediums and lows for cooking in Saladmaster. Okay, so our sausage is going good. It's almost done, actually. That was super fast. We're going to go ahead and put our potatoes on here. And I really like to season my potatoes. So lots of times I'll season them in the bowl. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I like to use onion powder, garlic powder, and a little seasoned pepper. See, this Lorry seasoned pepper is one of our favorites. Like I said, it's probably not the healthiest one because these aren't all organic, but anyways, it gives us some great flavor in there. And I don't know if you noticed I said garlic powder instead of onion salt or garlic salt, right? So we want to avoid using all those salts. There we go. I got my potatoes in there. I mixed them in just a little. You can just set them on top if you want to. Let's get this back on medium. Medium. There we go. You can set them just on top if you like. It actually looks really pretty when you do, just to kind of layer them. But I like to go ahead and just get those going. Super simple. Like I said, bell pepper, potatoes, a little bit of sausage. And I use a spicy sausage just to give it a little bit of a kick. You can use the regular sausage. You can use turkey sausage if you prefer. Just whatever is convenient for you. What the flavors, based on the flavors that you like, right? So that's makes it. What's nice about Saladmaster is even if you put some things in there that a lot of people don't like, it's okay because it's still gonna have a great flavor. All right, so we got all of that going. So like I was saying, I got this new stove, and so I've been getting used to my mediums and lows. So one of the things with Saladmaster, the one for learning is you want to learn the mediums and lows on your stove. So I always tell people, get things going, right? Get things cooking. Stay in the kitchen for a few minutes until you start learning your click times. So when things click, we turn it to low, right? So learning your click times are important. So I know if I'm doing a big pot of beans and I put it on medium, it usually takes about 18 to 20 minutes before it clicks, right? So I know that, but when you're first getting started, you need to learn that. So like right now, I know this will click, it's ready to click, right? So here we are in just a couple minutes. So I'm going to turn that down because I'm just going to get this enough to get my potatoes soft. And once the potatoes are soft, I'm going to put a little bit of parsley on top. You can use dry parsley or fresh parsley. Like right now I said, I don't really want to be going to the store. Trying to stay home a little bit more. So now that my potatoes are getting a little bit soft, I'm going to go ahead and put some parsley on there. So right now, this recipe does call for cheese sprinkled on the top. I don't usually use the cheese because I already figure out if I'm eating a little bit of sausage, I don't need a little bit of cheese too. One of the things I've noticed with breakfast, we'll eat bacon, eggs, toast, right? And it's like meat, dairy, right? So the thing is we need, which is like having meat in it too. So the thing is we want to try to get more vegetables. So having the onion, the garlic, the bell pepper, and the potatoes is a big thing. And just a little bit of sausage, just to give us a little bit of a kick of flavor. You could do this without sausage. We've actually done it with the chorizo. So we got a little bit of tofu, and we grilled it up a little bit, and we put the chorizo in there, and just grilled it up so it almost looked like chorizo, right, or sausage. And then we put the potatoes on top, and the bell peppers, and let it cook, and it was absolutely delicious. The last thing we do is we add an egg on top. So once I know my potatoes are cooked all the way through, I just check and see if they're soft. I cut them really small today, so they're gonna cook super fast. That's one thing I love too about having the Saladmaster machine is when I'm in a hurry and I want to cook and be done, like I'm supposed to be on a call in 1 minute. Anyways, it's nice to know that if I cut it smaller, it's gonna cook faster. And when it cooks faster, I'm out of the kitchen faster, right? So I know a lot of people don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but it is super important to eat healthy because we do need to build our immune system. Whether you're fighting high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer, or you're just protecting yourself from the virus that's going around, it's very, very important to make sure that we're getting lots of vitamin C, get our daily minerals, and get our vitamins, our daily vitamins. And we're only going to get that from eating our fruits and vegetables. But if you cook it all out, because a lot of vitamins and minerals are very water soluble. So if you're boiling, steaming, cooking it at high temperatures, you're cooking a lot of it away, and you're not getting what you need for your body to be taking care of itself, to be satisfied, to be healthy, right? And then we end up overeating. We end up buying a ton of food and having to overstock because we're not getting what we need. But if you're getting enough vitamins and minerals, you're going to notice that you're going to be able to eat in lots smaller portions. So basically, today I used maybe 3 ounces or 2 ounces of sausage. I used a couple little tiny of the red potatoes, I think 3 of them, and a yellow potato. Just wanted to get a little mixture in there. Hi, my dog just has to say hello to everybody too. And then I'm going to use 1 egg and a little bit of seasoning. Super simple. A couple baby bell peppers. I mean, this meal is going to cost just a couple dollars, right? And this sausage, I'll be able to use it 3 or 4 times, or I could freeze it and I'll be able to use it again next month. So those are the things, the value that we're looking for getting out of our money, or getting out of our food. So my potatoes are soft. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our egg and we're going to crack it. We're going to make like a little indentation here, just to kind of like a little egg holder. And I'm going to go ahead and crack my egg right in here. And then we're going to put the cover on. Make sure it's on a medium low, just enough to cook that egg. Should I wash my hands here? I think I've washed my hands so much I'm going to start getting a dry skin. But the thing is it is important to wash our hands, but we also need to be very aware that our hands, our skin gives off an oil that helps help protect us from viruses and germs, right? Not that I'm saying you should go out and start touching stuff, because your skin's going to totally protect you, because there's some things that are stronger than what's going on. But when you're washing your hands way too much, and in normal times, right now we need to do it. We need to wash our hands. But in normal times, you need to wash your hands on a normal basis, but not so that you're to the fact where your skin's turning red and you're starting to get eczema. Because that's the sign that you've taken away those oils that protect your body, right? So you want to make sure that you're keeping your hands hydrated through the natural moistures. All right, so our egg's going pretty good here. It's just going to it takes probably on medium. I'm telling you, I'm getting to know this stove. So I'm going to do it at a medium for about 4 minutes. And then 4 minutes, then we're going to have a nice cooked egg on top of my potatoes and my bell peppers and my little bit of sausage, and have a great lunch. All right. So I'm super excited that you guys are here today. We're going to be doing some virtual cooking for a little while here. I'm definitely following the safer at home. I'm finding no excuse to go out and run around, because other people are paying the price for the ones that don't want to stay home, right? So we need to make sure that we're helping each other stay safe. And something I've been doing with Saladmaster for 11 years is helping people be healthier, helping people take care of themselves, people build their immune system so they can fight against illnesses. So the last thing I want to do is go out and encourage people to be running around and spreading things that we don't need to be doing, right? We need to stay home. We need to be safer at home. Okay, there we go. So our eggs pretty much cooked. I don't know if you can see it there, right? It's almost done. I'm going to give it another minute or so, and I'm going to eat lunch. Well, I got to get on my caller, my Saladmaster call. So thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.